What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I have something awesome to show you. Something new that's going into the Land Cruiser that I've been waiting for a long time. Check it out. This is the SPC Performance upper control arms. As you can see, that's the part number for the Land Cruiser 100 series, and ooh, these guys are gonna go in and replace the nitro arms that I have in there, which have the weird spherical bearing that goes right here. But as you can see, these are actually really nice. They have the bearing inside. Let's put this guy down here for a sec. Here. And these guys, these are the really cool part. It's a sealed ball joint, which is really cool, but it also comes off center. So when you bolt it at certain angles, it gives you different caster and camber settings appropriate to your setup. So this is really cool. This will solve a lot of the problems when you lift your vehicle and how it doesn't track properly, or there's a positive camber, or there's not enough caster, or whatever. This will fix it. Plus, as a bonus, it'll fix my annoying squeaking noise that my spherical bearing makes when it goes up and down bumps with this by replacing it with this sealed ball joint. So let's put it in. Once you get the wheel off, this is what you'll be looking at underneath your 100 series Land Cruiser or LX470. Now the upper control arm is this guy right here. This is the part that we need to take out. On mine, this is an aftermarket piece. On yours, it might be a factory piece, but the procedure is more or less the same. Sizes on the nuts might be a little bit different. First, you want to remove this ABS sensor line. Mine's only zip tied. Yours is probably bolted on there from the factory with a couple of 12mm bolts. So I'll need to cut this guy. Then the two bolts in the back right here, they are 19mm. So you want to loosen them, push the bolt inwards on both sides to get them out. You'll also need to take out this guy right here, and I forget what the factory size is. Should be a 21, maybe like a castle nut. But you basically loosen it and use a hammer the corners, you know, break it loose, and then it should come out. So let me give that a shot. For comparison, I have the new and the old side by side. Now, as you can notice, the old one has the spherical bearing at where the knuckle joins to. Now, these are actually really good. The very precise alignment settings, very accurate. However, because it's exposed like this, whenever dust, dirt, water get in here, it makes this little squeaking noise, and it's really irritating after a while. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm changing to the new arm. As you can see on the new arm, it has a rubber boot, so it's a sealed type ball joint. You put grease in the top, and it stays inside of the ball joint, not open like the other one right here. So dust and dirt and all that stuff doesn't get in here. It'll last a much longer time. Another main difference is on the old one, we have these polyurethane type bushings, which are kind of cool. You know, they work, whatever. But you have to grease these once in a while. Not as much as the spherical bearing, but you know, once in a while to keep it moving up and down without issue. On the new ones, we actually have, I think, a pretty nice bearing in here. I can't tell what it is. I'll put the details in the description down below. But it looks like a really nice quality piece. It does not have any Zerk fittings on here, so it does not have to be greased. Only the ball joint here will have to be greased periodically, you know, just to maintain it and make sure there's no friction with the ball joint and socket inside. So right now I have this guy set in position D as far as the instructions go. So what that means is it's at the most close to factory setting for about a 2 to 3 inch lift. Now, if you need to, according to the instructions, you can get more caster, less caster, whatever, by installing this ball joint, rotating it, and reinstalling it. So that's a really cool part of this kit. Also, you can adjust the camber settings to a certain degree on here alone. So the kit also came with these little washers. They go at the end right here. You can see it's indented specifically for installation, and the other side is flat. So you want to make sure it's like that. The other one's like that. And then you put the bolt through, the alignment bolt through. And also these guys I will be cleaning up before I install. So make sure you do that to yours too, so that way there's like, you know, less grime and dirt in there initially. But let's install this guy. So there we have it. That is the finished product. Now for the camber adjusters, the factory ones, the front and the back one, I have it set at 0 right now, very neutral, because we have the camber adjustment here that you can slide left and right. Now as of right now, before the alignment, we definitely need to take this guy for alignment, but just for right now so I can drive over there, I have the camber fully in. That's I think it's a little bit safer than positive camber is a little bit of negative camber. So when I take it to the alignment rack, I'll let him know to adjust it from here as much as he can, and if he needs to, he can take this nut off and spin the whole entire ball joint around to get the correct caster setting as well. But according to SPC, I should be pretty close to neutral right now as far as caster settings. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I need to put the wheel back on. And that's it. I genuinely think the upper control arm is one of the easier things that I've done on the Land Cruiser, minus the little washers on the side that kind of drop a couple times, but all in all it was relatively easy. One quick tip, do not forget to grease those ball joints. In the instructions it does recommend anything from 5 to 10 pumps of grease, so make sure you go ahead and do that. For me, next up is I am going to take the truck to an actual alignment place to get it properly aligned and see how it drives. If you found this video helpful in any way, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more Land Cruiser content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.